So in this question, we need to use small angle approximations to find an approximate value for this expression. So the first thing we need to do is write out what the small angle approximations are. So let's start off with sine theta, which is fairly simple. It's approximately theta. And that's the same with tan theta. It's approximately theta. The more tricky one is cos theta, and this is just something you need to remember. Cos theta is approximately equal to 1 minus theta squared over 2. So now that we have these approximations, we can go about tackling the question. So let's start off with applying this to the numerator. We have 1 minus cos for theta. Now something you need to remember, and where a lot of students make mistakes, is when substituting here, we need to remember that this is actually cos, and we have a bracket here, theta is approximately equal to 1 minus, and we have a bracket here, theta squared over 2. So when substituting, we need to make sure that this for theta here, we are substituting here, we're exchanging it here. So what we need to do is we need to make sure we change this theta here to a 4 theta. So it becomes 1 minus, and let's put this in brackets, cos 4 theta becomes 1 minus, and we have in brackets 4 theta all squared over 2. So now let's simplify this down. We have 1 minus 4 theta squared is, well, that's 16 theta squared over 2, and we can simplify that down, divide that by 2. We have 1 minus 16 divided by 2 is 8, that's 8 theta squared. And now we can expand this bracket out with the minus, so we have 1 minus, and we need to apply this minus to the minus 1 and also to the minus 8 theta squared. So we have 1 minus, well, the minus applied to the minus is 1 minus 1, minus applied to another minus is plus 8 theta squared, and that is just simply 1 minus 1 is 0, so we just have 8 theta squared. So that gives us the top, the numerator, which is 8 theta squared. Now let's work on the denominator here. So this is much more simpler. We just have 2 theta sine 3 theta. So now we need to remember here we have sine theta is approximately equal to theta, so if we were to put brackets again, it's sine theta is equal to theta. So all we're doing here is replacing the 3 theta with 3 theta. So we have 2 theta, and we need to remember here there's a multiplication. This is actually 2 theta times sine 3 theta. So that's 2 theta, and the sine 3 theta becomes 3 theta. And now we can simplify this out as, well, 2 theta times 3 theta is 6. 2 times 3 is 6, and then we have theta squared. So that gives us the denominator is simply 6 theta squared. So we have that using small angle approximations, this expression becomes 8 theta squared over 6 theta squared. And now we can simplify this down simply with just cancelling the thetas from the theta squared from the top and bottom, getting 8 over 6, and then we can simplify this further by 4 over 3.